Hey guys, Lord Sora here. If you haven't seen it yet, Season 9 PTR is live and we are already getting a sneak peek at the new Horadric Powers. This is day 1 and I'm still deep in testing, but wanted to give you a quick update and share what's feeling like the strongest power so far in my early experience. I have already cleared Pit 105 with ease using this setup. If you want to see the full clear, the link is down in the description. So far I have got to say I'm actually enjoying these new powers way more than the boss powers from last season. They feel way more impactful and I'm staying cautiously optimistic about Season 9. The standout so far is definitely the Astral Pillar. This thing is insanely fun to play with. It creates a massive beam that stays up constantly and it taunts enemies and makes them vulnerable in a huge radius. It's amazing for grouping. It can even pull mobs from other rooms, which is ridiculously valuable when you're pit pushing. You're probably seeing it in the background already. It also adds a lot of strategic value to gameplay. You can place the beam strategically. It's a bit hard to pull off with controller, but it starts pulling mobs towards it, speeding them up in the process. It is definitely one of the most impactful grouping tools I have used so far in the season. During the boss fight, it's actually useful as well, offers a solid lucky hit chance. This lucky hit chance scales with how much of your character has lucky hit chance. So if you're running a really high lucky hit chance build with Fist of Face, this number will go up even further. Stays active most of the fight and procs the Creepify very often, which reduces our cooldowns reliability. This is all, if you are familiar with the Blood Wave build, it is very important to benefit from during the boss fights. Another huge advantage is how well it interacts with the Arcana power that removes the DR, the damage reduction auras from mobs. Astral Pillar has been the most consistent at triggering this effect for me. Other powers either had targeting issues, low AoE, or long cooldowns, but Astral Pillar gets the job done quite efficiently so far based on my testing. One thing to note, the taunt alone, the initial taunt the power generates, does not strip the DR, so the projectiles that coming out of the beam actually has to hit the target, and you'll see in the background it's a bit hard to see, but the aura stays on the mobs when it's just taunted. Try to pay attention to the purple mob in the background. When they are taunted, the aura still stays and they are still benefiting from this damage reduction they receive. But it disappears as soon as they take damage from the power itself. There is no other source of damage in the background footage. So make this work more consistently. You want to group mobs tightly and make sure the projectile actually connects so that it strips the damage resistant aura from it. Blood Wave works great here, and I believe Tendrils will also do really well in other builds as well. And on other classes, I'm sure there are like a bunch of other ways to group them, and in that scenario this will still work quite efficiently. Another Arcana power works very well is a Bloody Charm, the execute one. It's probably the best combo I have found so far in terms of execute mechanic. Once the enemy drops below threshold, Astral Pillar fires projectiles, all of them. Quick example also in the dummy room in the background, since they're all under the execute threshold, it keeps firing non-stop, and in real runs this helps clean up low HP mobs quickly. This can be an advantage or disadvantage. I need to test a little bit more because of the Ahu Cax mechanic, but so far it has been a very solid combo to execute increased health mobs and overall really improved my pit progression. This execute mechanic also helps a lot with the stripping the DR aura from the DR mobs, because once it starts executing, it actually fires off more projectiles than just one, and it increases the likelihood of DR mob getting hit by this, and then that strips the DR aura from it as well. So it's been working out really well in both scenarios. Overall, testing is still ongoing. These are just some early findings from day 1 of PTR. I'm sure there's more to discover, but I felt confident enough in this combo to share a quick update with you guys on what might be the go-to seasonal power in Season 9. If you would like to stay up to date on all these changes and catch more of my content, consider liking and subscribing. That's it for now. Lord Sora here. See you guys on the next video. Cheers.